It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks come into this one after the win against the Mavericks at American Airlines Center. 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. We're going to be watching Kyrie Irving tonight, fellas. Here's a guy who can just dazzle you with his ability to break down a defense. Is he the best ball handler in the NBA right now? Well, it's a tough question.
Well, if he's not the best, he's right up there.
Yeah, well, that's true.
He's
obviously.
certainly in the top two, three.
Who else?
Stephen Curry.
You know what I'd like to say about Steph?
What's that?
He makes it look effortless.
Listen, Kyrie doesn't get enough credit for how strong his fundamentals are, but you know why I really like Kyrie, Kenny?
Why?
Jersey's in the building.
Oh.
Jersey, stand up.
I don't know. His dad
Jersey
from New York.
is in the building. His dad's not from New York. Cut it out. No, he's not.
From New York.
He works in New York.
No,
he's from Jersey. I used to
from the Bronx.
babysit him when he was little.
No, that's from the Bronx.
You
His
used
dad's
to
older than you.
You used to
His dad
babysit
is
Kyrie
old.
Irving?
Yes.
So that's what happened.
Oh, my God.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one following a loss to the Celtics. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Just lack of mental fortitude. You need to be strong in those situations and deliver when it matters the most.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, LeBron James, of course, is one of the greatest players to ever play the game, but he remains one of the most team-first superstars you'll find. He said a lot of people misconstrue what it takes to win, just scoring or going out and trying to will it yourself. It's a team game, and you have to rely on your teammates as well. And he remains, with his vision and passing, among the best at spreading the wealth. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Hey, Steve, tonight we have two teams that can absolutely scorch the net from outside. Great three-point shooters all around. High-scoring affair expected. What do you think?
I think you're totally right, Kevin. Both these teams being able to shoot the three ball, I think the points will light up on the scoreboard.
Boys, nice nine.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Jefferson out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the one. Pass to Thompson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Thompson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Cavs. Bazemore with it. Dishes it to Schroeder. Howard with a screen on Irving. Just 5 to shoot. They get it again. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Now here's Shumpert. LeBron outside. Goes up to the stripe. Offensive rebound. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. Atlanta with the ball. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Their outside shooting was a big part of their success. They have a number of guys who can really drop the bombs from that range.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Bazemore kicks to Howard. They set the pick. Screen by Howard. Pass to Schroeder for 3. Good on the triple.
And Howard sets such vicious screens. It's like running into a brick wall.
Schroeder against Irving. To the middle. Thompson dishes to Irving. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. Feeds it to Bazemore. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
I am a big fan of Shumpert attacking. He has the length, explosiveness to do more of this.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Cephalosha kicks it to Bazemore. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Irving passes to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Jefferson down low. He's guarded by Howard. Shumpert dishes to Jefferson. Passes it to LeBron. Lets it fly from 18. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. James has got his first 2 points of the night.
Defender right in LeBron's face. Couldn't matter less to the King.
Millsap a screen. Down low. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. To the paint. Kicks it out to James. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The screen from Thompson. James, the pass to Thompson. Rebound, Atlanta. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebounding.
Howard puts the fadeaway right on the money. It's a tie ball game.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance. Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Howard with a screen on Irving. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Cleveland leading by 3. The Cavs, an elite offensive squad, and they've improved at the defensive end last season, moving, Steve, from the bottom half of the league to the top 10 as far as defensive efficiency.
You know, it starts with their rebounding. They're dominant in that area. With their size and strength, they don't allow teams a lot of second opportunities.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And Kyrie Irving, one of the most talented scorers, certainly, Smitty, in the NBA, but he feels the pressure, I think, to try to tighten the screws in his game defensively.
You don't get many nights off defensively at the point guard position in today's NBA. That position is very deep. No excuses, though. To be great, you've got to get it done at both ends. That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
Now here's Shumpert. He's covered by Bazemore. The screen from Thompson. James sets the screen for Shumpert. Right side, Irving. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Irving's got 11 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Millsap a screen on James. Cephalosha with it. He's picked up by James. Millsap a screen. 5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
I'm with you. I didn't think he'd get that one off in time, but his shot is so quick. He did.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Millsap kicks it to Bazemore. The dish now to Howard. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Well, Steve, you won a sportsmanship award that is revered by so many in the NBA and always a pretty significantly even-keeled disposition, always first class with the media, one of the best guys always in the league to talk to. We see other players like, Kevin Garnett, Russell Westbrook, a little bit more fiery. What are the advantages to either approach?
It is. I mean, it's just preference. I was a guy who was kind of fiery, like a lot of talkative, but I think also just like those guys, we get a chance to know more about them off the court. They are good guys. You have different depositions on the floor than off. And I like Kevin Garnett and Russell Westbrook, totally different off the court.
Well, I know Garnett, he is as good a guy as there is.
He is. He's first class. Now, on the court,
tough competitor.
He'll go at you.
He will.
Just like Russell.
Yes. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Hawks. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Jefferson. And it's Korver in for Iman Shumpert. Here's Irving. He's coming off a 28-point game against Boston.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Kyrie Irving, former #1 overall draft pick, rookie of the year, multiple all-star games, gold medalist. He has his own signature shoe, and yet I think he still has room to even get better.
And Kyrie Irving says he'd like to take on more of a leadership role that can be tricky sometimes when you're a guy playing with a superstar like LeBron James.
Yes, because he's obviously one of those leaders that he's been in place as a leader, one of the best players. But I think Kyrie Irving is trying to learn from LeBron and take more of a leadership role. You can do that. You can have 2 leaders on a team.
Good on both.
When he's at the stripe, you know he is going to bring his best.
The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Millsap a screen. The feed to Schroeder. Shoots the 3. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Irving kicks to LeBron. Here's Frye. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Channing Frye wasn't a 3-point shooter coming out of Arizona. But Smitty, he sure is now.
It wasn't until his 5th season in the league and his 3rd team in Phoenix that he started to focus on the 3 ball. And yes, he's a stretch 5 or stretch 4. He can shoot the basketball.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league. If only Frye could get there more often.
Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Frye.
Channing Frye is one of those 7-footers that you say needs to get down in the paint, rebound. No, he's totally different. He's like a guard. He stands around the 3-point line, floats around, waiting to knock down a catch-and-shoot 3.
Now here's Ilyasova. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. The Hawks working the ball around. From the top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Channing Frye, one of those players who show up very well in the advanced analytics, the advanced measures of the game, the statistics. He makes winning plays.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he knows how to play a big man that's basically a stretch 5, but also can rebound and make those key plays when you need him.
Here's Cephalosha. Following the basket by Derek Williams. Here's Delaney. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Williams dishes to James. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Outside Hardaway. Another shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
Greg, the Atlanta Hawks, a disciplined team. They've got the right coach in Mike Budenholzer. Wouldn't you agree?
I really do. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Offensively, they move the ball and they make the simple play. And defensively, they deny in transition and avoid cheap fouls. They really don't beat themselves. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's a good screen. Trying his luck deep. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
The fans have to love this. Not so much for coaching staffs who are dying to see a little bit of defense to start.
Goes up to the stripe. That shot off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Korver passes to Williams. Kicks it to Fry. It's stolen. Here's Muscala. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And stolen by LeBron. To the inside. Williams kicks to Korver. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Korver. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I have no clue how he got that shot to fall, but I'm sure he'll take it.
Ilyasova is screen on Williams. Down low. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And with some time here tonight, we'll explore a question that's been a hot topic for a while now in the NBA. Steve, do you feel the NBA should do something to prevent a heck of whoever strategy that can slow down, bog down these games?
You know, I don't want to take it away. If you're a bad free throw shooter and you're playing, you got to use the rule. But I think the rule has to come where it's not slowing down the game. I think, well, you get to a certain number, 2 shots and the ball. I think that'll change the way teams play the hack of whoever.
It's not pleasing to watch. I get the strategy. I appreciate the strategy. But visually, it's tough to watch.
It is. But some of these guys, you got to get in the gym and start knocking down some free throws. Start working on it.
Good point. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers definitely played at a slow pace. They've sped up the pace. They love the three-point shots. LeBron attacks so much in the inside, he creates a lot of open looks for the Cavs shooters to knock down threes.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 6. And the Cavs no different. They're following the league trend of shooting more threes, but not the trend towards playing up-tempo.
No, not at all. They still can play half-court basketball and also still knock down threes. Reason why they have a lot of guys that can stretch you out, and they have that guy LeBron James that can break down the defense.
Here's Hardaway following the score by Cleveland. To the middle. Here's Delaney, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Now LeBron. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got 5.
The vision of LeBron, always finding open teammates.
Ilyasova is screen on Williams. Here's Delaney. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
He also understands better than most how to use angles, and that was the reason why.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Williams. He dishes it to Fry. James in the post. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. Hardaway. No good on the shot. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively.
Just getting to the basket more, being able to finish with the defender in front of me. I think getting to the line a lot more as well. I think, getting to the line and finishing at the basket.
2 huge improvements for him. Greg, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already taken a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast in this league.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
That quarter was all about ball movement and shooting. Lights out opening act from them.
Schroeder and Bazemore pair up at the point and off-guard spots. Paul Millsap out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And Kyle Korver in 2015 winning the Sportsmanship Award and, more importantly, his first All-Star appearance at the age of 33.
Yeah, pretty rare to see that, but credit his dedication. He continues to work on his game, work on his body, and he gets better and better. Not content to be a shooting specialist, he wants to have a complete game.
Both free throws good from Korver. And so it's Atlanta with it. 9-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And here's Schroeder. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
He really did an outstanding job setting up his teammates as well. The defense could not figure out where the ball was going to go next.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Paul Millsap. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kyrie Irving is an elite offensive player at his position, but he's trying to improve his focus at the defensive end. He said, "I was always that guy getting called out on film. You get tired of it after a while. It's all about effort. You want to be a guy that your teammates trust." Kevin, we know that point guard is one of the most stocked positions in the league. They need Irving to stay locked in.
Definitely a lot of responsibility at that point guard position. They don't get many nights off. Absolutely not. Thanks, D.A. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing.
And you look at Paul Millsap, one of the hardest workers in the league. You see it in how much he's added to his game over the course of his career.
That one is no good. And, you talk about how hard Millsap works. You need that motive to be a star power forward at 6'8".
Yeah, on the court, battling bigger players in the weight room over the summer. His love for the game is beyond question.
Here's Bazemore after Kyle Korver's bucket. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. Howard with a screen on Irving. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Smitty is an NBA veteran. What were some of the things you missed the least about playing on the road?
Just trying to fill time. You know, after shoot-around, you get finished around 12, and then sometimes the game is not until 7, so you don't have that much time. But those days off, everybody's at work, and you're just roaming around the city.
Yeah.
You got to really get close to your teammates, do some things like going to the movies, having dinner, and basically getting your rest.
Routine's a big deal, isn't it?
It is, and obviously the one good thing you can do is get into the weight room and work on your body on the off time and give your body some rest.
Now Bazemore, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Bazemore gets the bucket.
His eyes just lit up as soon as he realized he was wide open from outside. The defense has to do a much better job.
Pass to Irving. Irving double team. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Buries it from three-point range. Jefferson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 5. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shumpert with it. Korver sets the screen for Shumpert. Outside Irving. Ring shot on the way. Again, the Cavaliers score.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Start it.
And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average three-point attempts versus two-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for Cleveland.
And they have been feasting from long range, shooting with volume and accuracy. It's been a good recipe for them offensively, and boy, it puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses to try and cover all that space.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 5. He feeds it to Millsap. Shot from 16. And it goes down 2 points. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Jefferson, a screen on Schroeder. Irving passes to Thompson. Shot from 12. No good that time. The Hawks trail by 10. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Irving against Schroeder. Outside jumper. Off target from outside. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Bazemore. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas. He kicks it to Schroeder. Screen by Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
For Atlanta, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. Here's Irving. 18 points for him. On the wing, Shumpert. Back to Irving. Dishes it to Thompson. Count it. Good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And one of the most resilient players around, Tristan Thompson, hasn't missed a game with injury since 2012.
And for a big man who plays the way he does, battling in the paint, going after every rebound, and also being the muscle for his team, it's impressive he's played this many games.
Howard with a screen on Shumpert. Here's Bazemore, Millsap, and Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second foul of the first half. They have a decision to make now. Leave him in or have him take a seat.
Full 24-second shot clock. Here's Millsap. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Dallas.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter. The Hawks trail by 7. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Shumpert. Feeds it to Korver. Irving, a screen on Schroeder. Millsap with the steal. Irving against Schroeder. Pass to Howard. Back to Bazemore. Schroeder kicks to Howard. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Irving from long range. Again, Irving missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Schroeder missing.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Irving against Schroeder. Korver gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 7 points for Kyle Korver.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
Timeout,
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Steve, great defense, such a vital part of winning basketball. Talk about what characterizes great defense at the individual and at the team level.
I think the individual, you have to do your homework. First, you got to have that ability. But I think on a team-wise, you got to be on the same page. You got to be on the string, we call it. But most important, you got to be able to communicate. Teams that communicate, you see them out there talking, guys switching, moving around. That's when you know you have something special.
Have you ever seen a good defensive team that wasn't a good communicating team?
No, not at all. I mean, you got to be able to talk. And because in basketball, so many different plays, being able to see plays before they happen on the defensive end and yell them out.
So both teams changing it up here.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for LeBron James. Right around 25 points per, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Cavaliers on D. There's the dish to Ilyasova. Delaney, he's guarded by Williams. Here's Bazemore. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Shumpert dishes to LeBron. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Sapolosha leading the way. And there's the feed to Ilyasova. Back to Sapolosha. Bazemore with it. Williams picks him up. Clock at 4. The kick out to Ilyasova. Here's Bazemore. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
And Fry kicks to Williams. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. LeBron passes to Fry. Rebound by Muscala. The Hawks trail by 10. Kicks it to Bazemore. To the left wing. The 3. Muscala misses. Cleveland leading by 10. On the wing, Shumpert. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. The tray. That shot no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. In the corner, Bazemore with it. He dishes it to Muscala. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Now Williams, 5 points in the game. The pass to Fry. Cleveland the rebound. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Hawks trail by 8. Muscala dishes to Bazemore. Here's the 3. With the second effort. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Here is the 2K leaderboard. What a terrific defensive performance these teams have had since All-Star. In the 3rd spot, the Hawks.
I mean, they've got the intimidation factor down low. Their shot blocking really gives them a reputation, and teams may grow reluctant to want to force the action inside.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pass to James. He feeds it to Williams. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Williams has got 6.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
You got to be physical. Push him off the block. Get him off the spot.
Now here's Ilyasova. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Williams up on top, defended by Ilyasova. Williams kicks to Williams. Again, Williams missing.
And after hitting only 1 3 in the first quarter, he has none here in the second. When Tyronn Lue took over, the Cavs made sure that he was not an interim coach. They took that tag off, and Tyronn Lue has been a coach in waiting. He's done a nice job getting these guys to move the basketball and play unselfishly.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. 1:41 left in the first half of the game. Up top, Fry. 3-pointer. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Dishes it to Ilyasova. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 8. And the Cavs front office made clear from the start that they had the utmost confidence in Coach Tyronn Lue and his ability to lead the team.
What I love is they revamped his contract, showed the commitment. I think when you see the buy-in he's gotten from the players and the way he's motivated them, it was a no-brainer.
Now here's James. He took good advantage of that screen. James has got 6 points.
Seizing every opportunity to score. LeBron outworking, out-hustling people inside.
There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Bazemore for 3. And Muscala kicks to Cephalosha. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. The Cavaliers leading by 9. 30 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Fry, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. At the top of the key, Williams.
His shot's been inconsistent tonight, but teammates are picking up the slack, keeping them ahead in the score. Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
There's a screen. Bazemore inside the three-point line. Shumpert with some nice D. And so that brings the first half to a close. Cavaliers on top, up by 9. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're over-shifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to review the first half of action. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 20 points, 3 steals, and 2 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Kyrie keeps evolving. He's the new brand of point guard in today's NBA. He can pass or score, push to action, or just take what the defense gives him. And with his instincts, his toughness, he can be impossible to stop. You saw it in the first half.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back, folks. Always so much activity going on here in the bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
I love to watch active defenders like him who never make anything easy for the opposition. He embodies great D.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Tristan Thompson is out there with Jefferson. And it's Irving at the point guard position. LeBron, no good. The Hawks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And LeBron James last season moving into the top 4 all-time in playoff points. He might own number 1 when it's all said and done.
That's what happens when you're in the finals. Seems like every season. The playoffs is where you seal your legacy. Only fitting to see him high on this list. And remember, this is a guy whose best skill might be his passing.
Irving misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
In the corner, Cephalosha with it. And here's Schroeder. Screen by Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Schroeder. Well, Cleveland shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Schroeder against Irving. He kicks to James. Here's Shumpert. A three-pointer is right on target. Shumpert's got 5 now.
And the team wants Shumpert to be a 3-and-D guy. Just has to be more consistent out there.
Millsap a screen. Now here's Bazemore. He's got 7. Pass to Schroeder. Feeds to Millsap. Here's Bazemore. And it's good for 2. 9 points in the game so far. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving with the ball. 20 points for him. LeBron outside. Outside for Jefferson. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
They've struggled so far here in the third, hitting just 1 of 4 from the field.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, as always, the Atlanta Hawks run that fluid offensive system that is widely admired. You know, Steve Kerr, our old friend, used to say they get to the next level of their offense. You take away the first option, they automatically get to the second. You take that one, they automatically and fluidly get to the third option.
Timeout, timeout.
Very few teams do that. Kevin?
Passing and shooting, DA, that's what it's all about. Thank you. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And LeBron said when he made his return to the Cavaliers that bringing an NBA title to the city of Cleveland would be the greatest achievement of his life on the court. Interesting, isn't it, Steve? Last season, he got it done.
His 3rd NBA championship, but without a doubt, in my opinion, the most meaningful one of his career because he got a chance to come back to Cleveland and deliver a championship. The Cavs reloaded, he's learned how to win, and it all came to fruition.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Cleveland.
I got yours.
Nobody near Schroeder. Atlanta again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 10. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to LeBron. Rebound, Atlanta.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Here's Irving, following the 3 by Atlanta. From deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Irving's got 23.
Such a compact release. That's why Kyrie is so efficient from range.
Howard kicks it over to Schroeder. Passes it to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. They get a hand on it and stolen by Cephalosha. Millsap left side. Howard. That one no good. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland leading by 10. James, the pass to Irving. Korver, a screen on Schroeder. James dishes to Irving.
I got yours.
LeBron outside. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Stolen by Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Hardaway. Screen by Howard. Hardaway kicks to Millsap. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Launches it. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hardaway for 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Jefferson throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
And Atlanta has possession following the score by Cleveland. Trying to get back on track. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 12. LeBron passes to Irving. To the inside. Thompson misses.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. 2 great competitors. Defense took it.
He gets that one. Hardaway has got 7. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Jefferson, and finished off by Jefferson.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Atlanta calls timeout.
And Dwight Howard, you know, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a #1 option on the offensive end, but still great in the pick and roll, better than most when it comes to posting, and defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Tavo Cephalosha. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Derek Williams comes in for Jefferson. Outside Hardaway. There's the dish to Schroeder. Second chance shot, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For Atlanta, they have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far. Free throw good, Howard. And talking about Howard's defense, he's blocking fewer shots these days, but he remains extremely difficult to score against in the paint.
Yeah, statistically, opponents still struggle to shoot against him. He has the power and instincts to stop most true centers from getting comfortable on the blocks, and his reputation goes a long way toward unnerving opponents.
The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Schroeder, 13 points in the game. Down low, and Millsap slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Williams. He has 6. LeBron outside. To the inside. Fry. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The length and athleticism of Fry showing up inside.
Both teams will make substitutions. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Now the feed to Ilyasova. Kicks to Millsap. Doesn't go that time. Good D by LeBron. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. Cleveland leading by 10. Now Williams. He has 5. Williams dishes to Williams. And the shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
That one misses for Williams. And technology progressing at a rapid rate. It affects the NBA like it does everyone else. When you look at it, what's the biggest difference technology-wise that NBA players are feeling now versus, Steve, the times when you were playing?
You know, I think the good is, Kevin, technology right now is you can go and put in, I want to see all my pick and roll plays, offensively or defensively, and it breaks it down. You don't have to go through the entire tape or entire game. But I think on the flip side, we start talking about social media and those type of things. It can hurt. I think sometimes you get a chance to see a lot of people having all these opinions, and the opinions really don't matter.
Well, and there's a lot of analytics that come into play here, too, with the technology. The chips that are embedded in the jersey that tracks how many miles a player runs, how much work he's getting done. I mean, there are a lot of things now which are very revealing about individual players.
And I love it. If it can improve the game or improve, I guess I say, the health of the game, I'm for it.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 7, 4 on the shot clock. Muscala misses. Cleveland leading by 10. James kicks to Williams. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. James against Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Rebound, Atlanta.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
And here's Fry for 3. Atlanta's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And here is Hardaway. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Atlanta again missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Williams kicks to James. Hardaway against Korver. He dishes it to LeBron. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Millsap. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Ilyasova. Korver kicks to Williams, and there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Atlanta. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Shumpert is checked in for Kyle Korver. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Shumpert, no good. Atlanta shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Back to Millsap. Fades and shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
There's a screen by Williams. Williams passes to LeBron. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
And yeah, you look at him and look at his face, his expressions. He has definitely lost his confidence.
Clearly a foul.
For Atlanta, they have not set the world on fire at the free throw line. They're just 6 of 12.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. The Cavaliers leading by 5. 43 seconds left in the third. Outside Williams. Williams dishes to Williams. That one wide left.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
The Cavaliers shooting here about 46% for the game. And stolen by Bazemore. Now here's Ilyasova. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Off on the layup.
Had the layup, no one really contested him. Missed opportunity.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's get a stop. Let's play out of motion. Let's run them. Let's play at our pace. Let's go. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Looking to play at their tempo. Mike Budenholzer really wants them to assert themselves, trying to dominate this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, his energy is up there, hoping his team's energy is just as high. They may push every chance they get.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Hawks, Schroeder and Bazemore pair up at the point and off-guard spots. Cephalosha is out there with Ilyasova, and it's Howard in at the center position.
One shot.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Now, here's Fry. The pass to Thompson. Outside Irving. 6 to shoot. Off target with his 3.
In this second half, the defense have been baiting him to shoot the 3, and we're seeing why.
Schroeder, and he misses the go-ahead basket. Cavaliers leading, and Fry kicks to Shumpert. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Jefferson setting the pick for Shumpert. On the wing, Irving. From deep, the long-distance three is buried. Irving's got 26 points.
Had that one in his sights, too. His 5th triple of the game, second this half.
Schroeder with the ball. Ilyasova is screen on Irving. Inside and stolen by Fry. Jefferson with the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Channing Frye. The Hawks trail by 5. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Schroeder passes to Ilyasova. Here's Bazemore. The three-pointer is right on target.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
Now, here is Irving. Fires at the elbow. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, Kyrie is a star in this league, but he has a chance to be a superstar.
And that one falls for Irving. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. The Hawks trail by 4. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Ilyasova. Hawks passing it around. Inside Leaner. Howard can't hit.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
That has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Ilyasova is screen on Irving. Schroeder dishes to Bazemore. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Korver from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
I tell you what, he's got an unreal feel for that corner 3. Huge mistake to give him that shot uncontested.
Howard with his screen on Irving. Schroeder passes to Howard. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable. But it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. Now here's Bazemore. 5 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. That one a little long.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. Jefferson setting the pick for Shumpert. He feeds it to James, and stolen by Ilyasova. Dishes it to Schroeder. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. And the Hawks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. So he gets them both. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside Irving. He kicks to James. From 12 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal, but maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done.
Now here's Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Ilyasova. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Here's Shumpert. The screen from Thompson. Outside Irving. Tries again. And LeBron with the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
You gotta love the tenacity of LeBron. He makes an impact on the glass as well.
Hardaway dishes to Schroeder. And Howard has it in the corner. Feeds it to Cephalosha. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Wow, embarrassing error in judgment. Gives up the possession without a fight.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Ilyasova. Cleveland leading by 4. Shumpert passes to Irving. He sinks the 11-footer. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now Jefferson. After Iman Shumpert missed from long range. Irving double team. And a wide open look for James. No good on the 3. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Millsap a screen. Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
He doesn't need a second invitation. If the D's going to give him that much room, he'll jump at the chance to take the hero shot. He's as consistent as they come on offense. It's really a luxury to have him on your team.
Screen by Howard. Hardaway kicks to Millsap. Here's the 3. A second chance effort. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hardaway.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
The Hawks shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Millsap. And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim. And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Irving with a clean look and a miss there on the triple. The Hawks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Now Schroeder. Millsap a screen. Schroeder with the ball. Jefferson picks him up. Schroeder dishes to Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Another miss by Millsap. Cleveland leading by 4. Irving from long range. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Cavs. And the Hawks with possession here. And Millsap slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. Irving against Schroeder. There's the triple. That shot misses. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Screen by Howard. Hardaway passes to Millsap. Passes it to Schroeder. Fires for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. LeBron's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
The Hawks trail by 5. Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. Screen by Howard. Outside Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Now here's Shumpert. Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Screen by Howard. Hardaway dishes to Millsap. Back to Hardaway. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Definitely. But this is the time where you want the momentum. Late is when you want to impose your will.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Schroeder against Irving, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder. Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Hawks. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Jefferson, a screen on Schroeder. Irving double team from 11 feet away. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And here's Bazemore. The dish to Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 8th assist in the game. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Jefferson gets the bucket.
The defense is pretty much helpless once he finds breathing room to get to the basket.
Now here's Schroeder. There's the feed to Bazemore. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Cephalosha. Hits it from three-point range. Cephalosha's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
I wasn't sure they had enough time. What an amazing job to battle all the way back out of that huge hole.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Jefferson. Rebound, Atlanta. Millsap's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The Hawks shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. To the inside. It's stolen by Jefferson.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
The Hawks shooting 43% from the floor. Millsap a screen. He kicks it to Bazemore to take the lead. Unable to get that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. James outside. Kicks it to Irving. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Shumpert. Second shot opportunity. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
For a guy as strong and as athletic as Shumpert is, he really doesn't get to the foul line enough, in my opinion.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
Timeout. You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in me. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. Here's Schroeder.
Don't let him get it.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving with the ball. Four on the shot clock. From 17 feet out, no good on the shot. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside, and unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Takes a 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
Feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but 1 man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He took control in the final period. In fact, his ability to generate major points down the stretch, nothing short of magnificent. Shaq, your thoughts?
There isn't much that Kyrie Irving can't do offensively. He's got unreal handles, amazing vision, and he can finish in tight or knock down the deep ball. Kyrie is the man I want running my offense because he's from New Jersey.
He was eating up the defenders on the offensive end. That was a major impact on tonight's game. Aggressive early, and he kept it going.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, all 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Poles, man.
Oh,
yes.
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.